CBS presents this program in color.
Welcome to our show. We're very happy you're here. And could we turn up the lights so we can talk to the audience before the show starts? Hello. Are there any questions anybody would like to ask before we... Yes, sir.
Did you ever wear braces?
Did I ever wear braces? They didn't work. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. One time I wore a retainer when I was 25 years old, 2 years ago. I wore one of those things they put up in the roof of your mouth, and then they put the rubber band on it. You know, you've had that? And then, the first 2 days, it's so sore you put a glass up there and you just want to die because it hurts so. And it worked a little bit because my lower teeth used to be up here. We've gotten a lot of letters about the little girl who plays my kid sister on the show, Vicki Lawrence. And I'd like to call her out here and let y'all meet her, because we haven't had a chance really to talk to her. Vicki, come on. She's a little nervous because she's never had to come out just time. She doesn't know what she's going to say or anything. Do you have any... Your hands are ice cold. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask Vicki?
Oh,
There's
no.
a little boy there.
How old are you?
I don't know. 18. Why? What do you have in mind? She's not my real sister. I have to tell you that because a lot of people think we are, because there's such a strong resemblance and everything, but she's not. But I feel very protective. So if you want to, talk anything over, you have to go through me first. I'd like to introduce you to my real kid sister. She's here tonight. Chrissy, would you stand up, darling? Take it on. That's Chris. Don't go away, because we'll be right back.
Dr. Jekyll's residence. Mrs. Jekyll speaking. Oh, Sybil, dear. The country club dance? No, I'm afraid not. You see, the good doctor has been working dreadfully hard lately. He's experimenting in a revolutionary new field of medicine. Acid indigestion. Yes, he's just a burp away from a breakthrough. Oh, there's Henry now. I'll have to ring off Sybil. Cheers! Darling, you're home.
Oh, Cynthia, it's been an excruciating day. Operations, emergencies.
Oh, you poor dedicated darling.
Yes.
Well, now you can relax in the bosom of your family, such as there is. Mummy has a marvelous evening planned for just the two of us. Oh, I thought that perhaps after dinner, you and I could go upstairs and Mummy could turn down the lights and turn on the Victrola, and perhaps you could take my blood pressure.
Really, my sweet, you look so fetching tonight, I might give you a complete checkup. Just to relax me, though, first I think I'll have a little drink.
A drink? Oh, no, Henry, please. Let me make you a nice hot cup of tea.
Just just a short one, dear. There's no harm in that.
Please don't do that. You know what drinking does to you.
Nonsense, my darling. I'm the doctor. To us, my beloved, and may we enjoy better things through chemistry.
No, Henry, I beg of you, please.
That hit the spot.
I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. Oh, Henry, look at you down there rolling all over the floor in your new suit. Oh, Henry, stop that howling. What if one of your colleagues should hear you? There won't be a doctor left in town willing to split a fee with you. Oh, Henry, how could you do this to me? Sorry is not enough. No, Henry, no. Oh, all right, Henry, I know you want your din-din. Come along. Heel, Henry, heel. Henry, sit up, that's it. Henry, quit. You're drooling all over the carpet. Henry, quit wolfing your food down like that. You'll be up all night howling with heartburn. No, please, don't go out again tonight. No, Henry! At least you could have shaved. I don't know what to do. Where have I failed? Where did I go wrong? Oh, I don't know whether to see a marriage counselor or a veterinarian. That's the door. Come in. It's that Frobisher. Cecil. Why, Cecil.
How lovely you look, my darling.
Thank you. I haven't seen you since you graduated from dental school.
I know.
Where have you been?
I've been in Africa practicing dentistry amongst the cannibals.
Oh, any luck?
I didn't get them to give up cannibalism, but they are brushing after every meal.
Good show.
I've never forgotten you, Cynthia.
Oh, you mean you've never married?
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I rather enjoy being Cecil Frobisher, the playboy dentist.
Oh.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, no, Cecil, no.
Please. All right, where is he? Where's your husband? Where is the good Dr. Jekyll?
The doctor?
Yes.
You mean Henry?
Yes.
Oh, well, he wasn't himself tonight, so he retired into his laboratory.
Oh, really, Cynthia? Are you sure?
What do you mean?
I mean, when I drove up here, something jumped out of the bushes and started chasing my carriage and snapping at my wheels.
Snapping?
Yes. It looked very much like your Harry Henry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, stop it, you little fool. Your secret is out. Everyone at the club knows about your husband.
All right, Cecil. The truth will out. I am married to a part-time beast.
I knew it. I was right.
Oh, I've tried everything, Cecil, but you know how he gets when he starts drinking, and I can't even get him to go to obedience school. Oh, what can I do, Cecil? What can I do?
I'll tell you what you can do. You can leave this house of evil and come away with me.
Cecil, what are you saying?
I love you. I've always loved you. Marry me, Cynthia. I'll give you everything. Furs, diamonds. I'll even cure your overbite.
You mean leave Henry? No, I can't. Oh. I can't. He loves me. He needs me. Oh, yes, Henry. Mommy hears you.
Did you say Mummy?
Yes.
Oh, Cynthia, this is so sick.
It's not so sick, Cecil.
Please, darling, come with me before it's too late.
No, I'm a doctor's wife, for better or for worse.
All right, if you're sure he's what you want.
I'm sure.
Goodbye, my darling.
Yes.
But remember two things.
What?
I'll always love you.
And?
Vote against fluoridation.
Dear sweet. All right, Henry, all right. Well, if you can't lick them, join them.
Oh, that hit the spot.
new Ultra Bright toothpaste. Ultra Bright gives your mouth sex appeal.
It's a real kick for me to introduce this lady to you because I've known her for many years. We used to make the rounds together in New York when neither one of us had a job. We'd have coffee together and cheer each other up, and it's a thrill because she's one of the nicest ladies in show business and one of the funniest. My dear friend, Miss Phyllis Diller.
Thank you. How do you like it? It's all made of tails. The animals got away. The only thing worse than not having anything to wear is to have nothing to put it on. I showed this to Fang, and I said, "You never tell me how I look." He said, "Why start an argument?" I said, "Fang, you know nothing about fashion. Have you seen the latest thing in men's clothing?" He said, "Yeah, women." Would you believe I'm turning gray? Not my hair, my skin. There used to be a television show named after my skin, Rawhide. I asked my neighbor if she could take me to a good beautician. She said, "Did you say beautician or magician?" So she took me to her salon, and I asked the operator what was the first thing that we ought to do. And he said, "Notify next of kin." But he did say that I have inner beauty. Well, actually, what he said was, "I admire your guts." Most women have a vanity table. With me, it's a humility counter. The only woman in the world who makes me feel a little better about the way I look is Fang's sister, Captain Bly. If it weren't for her Adam's apple, she would have no figure at all. She traveled in India, and she laid down on a bed of nails, fell through. And I traveled downtown yesterday and got into a terrible mess. A cop asked me to pull over to the curb. How did I know which one he meant? There are two. I was lucky, though. There were only 12 cars involved. And only the day before, I backed over the mailbox, drove through 2 hedges, ran through the kitchen, and then I lost control of the car. My last car wash cost me $100. I hit a fire hydrant. But of course, I'm taking driving lessons. One day, I carried a stop sign for 10 blocks. And the teacher said, "Well, why didn't you stop?" I said, "The sign was moving." I said, "I didn't know you had to stop for a moving sign." In fact, I told him it was going faster than I was. He says, "How do you know? It was in front of me, wasn't it?" Those driving instructors make me so nervous, I spend more on deodorant than I do on gas. And then just the other day, Fang accused me of being immature just because he saw me rolling a hoop down the sidewalk. I just didn't have the heart to tell him that's all that's left of the car. Do you know that there isn't a doctor in the world who will make a house call at night? The other night, my doctor told me to take 2 mornings and call him in the aspirin. My idea of diplomacy is a hostess who can convince a dinner guest that caraway seeds have legs. Of course, whiskey has always been Fang's favorite all-purpose medicine. He cried for 3 days when they discovered penicillin. In fact, he once crossed a mule with a cow to try to get a milk with a kick in it. Fang's big question about life is, can a man over 50 find happiness with a 12-year-old bottle of scotch? His breath is so bad, I wish there was some way to stop it. And he's so insecure, he had pockets made in his skin so he'd have someplace to put his hands when he's undressed. In desperation, I asked my psychiatrist how I could get rid of Fang's split personality. He said, get 2 divorces. Hank tried to leave me once. He didn't get too far. He was arrested for leaving the scene of an accident. But I knew very early that our marriage was in a lot of trouble. I knew it on our first wedding anniversary. He gave me luggage. It was packed. My mother darned near suffocated. You couldn't pack his mother-in-law. She's too fat. She's so big she's got some. She had her face lifted. It took 3 men. You wouldn't believe her. She was swimming off the coast of Florida, and 2 Navy planes identified her as from Cuba. She's built like a truck. She was standing next to a parking meter one day, and somebody stole her kneecaps. When she wears a white dress, we show movies on her. But I'd like to leave you with this serious thought for the day. In the immortal words of the bard, William Shakespeare, or was it Richard Burton? Remember, blood is thicker than water, but it's harder to get off the rug.
Our next guest is a lady who has been the star of Damn Yankees, Redhead, Sweet Charity, and, well, countless others. She first started, I believe, in Can Can. She is the sweetest and the best dancer, I think, in the whole wide world, the lovely Miss Gwen Verdon.
Slow down, you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Da, 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 da. Feeling groovy. Da, 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 da. Feeling groovy. Hello, lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growin'. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Doodle-doo-doo-doo, feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Feeling groovy. Got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. Dappled and drowsy and ready for sleep. Let the morning time drop all her petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy. gotta make the morning last, just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Life, I love you. Always groovy.
Stay tuned now for the second half of the Carol Burnett Show, following station identification. And now, back to the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
You know, of all the stories I have about bringing up my kid sister Chris, the one I really remember the most vividly is the time a Swedish exchange student came to live with us for a few weeks. Of course, neither Chrissy or I speak Swedish, and so we bought ourselves a record that teaches you how to speak Swedish. Well, let's take it from here.
Hey, Carol, the record's on.
Oh, good.
Please, var snälla.
Please, var snälla.
Hello, good day.
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 The record's stuck.
The record's stuck.
May I ask what you're doing?
We're learning Swedish. You see, actually, I picked up quite a bit already. You want to hear it? Var ligger närmaste konservöppnare.
What does that mean?
Officer, where is the nearest can opener?
Swell.
Yeah. Oh, come on, honey. Chrissy's foreign exchange student is coming over. She'll be here any minute. We gotta make her feel at home.
Yeah, a foreign exchange student. That's all I need. Another teenager I don't understand.
Sometimes I think you're just a grouchy old man.
I'm 36 years old.
That's not my fault.
Roger, be reasonable. In these troubled times, we all have an obligation to improve international affairs, and you can help.
How?
By putting on your robe and slippers, you're a slob.
Look, Lady Bird. This is my house, I'm the king, and I don't particularly want any strangers in it. Besides, I have enough mouths to feed now.
If it'll make you happy, Roger, I'll go on a diet.
Don't do me any favors. Just go on eating your 7 meals a day.
Roger, quit picking on her. She has to have her strength.
Yeah, so does Godzilla. Anyway, we're pretty crowded around here. Where's this girl gonna sleep, anyway?
Right here on the couch with Chris.
What?
And come on, let's go
Oh.
right now because it's late. It's time for bed, and that poor kid's gonna be dead tired after flying for 19 hours.
I told you I don't want any strangers in the house.
Oh, Roger, you've got to be nice. She doesn't speak any English.
Come on, Roger, put on your robe and slippers. She'll be here any second.
You know very well that every Sunday I don't take off my pajamas, I don't shave, I just lie around and goof off.
Roger, how am I going to explain you to this girl?
Tell her I'm a hippie.
That's her. Come on,
I'm
Roger.
not moving!
Honey, you're being ridiculous.
I'm not. I'm lying on my constitutional rights.
I'll get it.
Don't expect me to have anything to do with her.
Be nice. Won't you come in? Good dog.
Oh. Hello. And a very good day to you.
Honey svenska.
What'd she say? What's she saying?
She ain't asking for the nearest can opener. That's... Here,
Take your back. Excuse my appearance. We weren't, I didn't, welcome to our country. You must...
Isn't she pretty?
She's pretty. She's yinga-dinga-danga. You must be exhausted after your long flight. We took the liberty of making up your couch.
Tack så mycket. Tack, tack.
Tuck, tuck. That's sweet. Adorable.
Christine, I thought you said that this girl is your age.
Well, how do you know she isn't my age? I'm 17. 17,
39.
You're right, Roger. It will be too crowded.
Oh, come on, Carol. What about international affairs?
That's what I'm worried about.
Carol, you can't ask her to leave now.
No, I can't, dear, but as soon as I look it up in Swedish, I can.
Swedish?
Swedish?
Oh, Carol, you're being silly. She's such a nice, friendly girl.
Yeah, and I don't want her around my nice, friendly husband.
Me, Christine. You?
Oh, me, Ingrid.
Me, Tarzan.
Jane getting nauseous.
Cheetah, why don't you go and get your friend something to eat? I bet she's starved.
She doesn't look starved to me.
Oh, darling, now, don't you remember how teenagers need their strength?
Mm-hmm. If she gets any stronger, she'll wreck that sweater.
What would you like to eat? What do you think she'd like?
I'll just get her something typically American.
Give me something typically American. Open up a can of chow mein.
You know, I love smorgasbord.
Smörgåsbord, ja!
Oh, yeah.
Roger, I'm going to kill you. And you too.
2, nej, 39.
I know.
39.
She won't live to see 40. Ingrid, him, my husband. Me, him's wife. Me love him. Him love me. See? See?
Jaha.
See? Oh, that does it. Oh.
Får jag ta med tröjan nu? Får jag ta med tröjan?
Ja.
Tack så
Oh, yeah.
Nej! No.
Get the phone, honey.
You get the phone, dear.
Honey, nobody's calls me on Sunday.
Mama's not moving.
Probably for you, sweetheart.
You get the phone.
I'm not getting the...
Get it. Hello? Oh, yeah, she's here. Carol, it's for you.
Told you.
Thank you. Hello? Oh, hi, Shirley. You wouldn't believe what's going on here. You're kidding. We did? Oh, I've got terrible news.
What?
Shirley's got our exchange student, and we got her Swedish maid by mistake. Oh. We have the wrong girl. Thank you, Shirley. Yeah, I'll send her over. Bye. Chrissy, how do you say goodbye in Swedish?
Adjö.
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 Adjö. Adjö. Getting out of here.
Oh, adjö, Tarzan.
I thought you were perfectly terrible to that girl.
Oh, and I thought you were absolutely terrific. Maybe when she gets back to Sweden, she can send you a Nobel Prize.
No reason to be rude.
Hey, my foreign exchange student's here, and this one's more like it.
All right, let's get the bed made. Poor thing's probably tired.
Come in.
Good dog.
The voice you're hearing belongs to one of the fastest rising young stars in show business. And we're very thrilled to have her on our show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bobbie Gentry.
A little song I wrote. Any of you that spend any time in the South at all is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's called Bugs. Got a pollywog in your water, tadpole in the moonshine bath, granddaddy long leg climbing on the screen. Better watch, you're gonna squash it flat. Gonna swoop down.
tiresome bug, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Shooing the flies away from the table, hiding under the quilt in bed. Chickens running wild in the blackberry bush, yellow jackets swarming round your head. You're coming to get your watermelon, black ants marching in a long line. You're looking in the leaves of the strawberry patch, climbing up the tomato vine.
She's gonna tell you about
bugs. Everywhere you look, there's another kind of bug. But if you live in the Delta, you got 'em. Well, here's a surefire way to pass the time of day. Fold you up a newspaper and swat 'em. Hey, look, it's me with the DDT. Ain't they a mess? They're worse than pests. Bugs. 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 Look at you and suddenly something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. The look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can't disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words can ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. Oh, I can hardly wait to hold and feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you've got the look of love. It's on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. Oh, I can hardly wait to hold, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. I love you so. That old devil knew, so deep in your eyes, won't let me go.
Good evening. This is Harry Reasonable in the gallery of the New York County Criminal Courthouse. In a few moments, we will be bringing you this live telecast of the murder trial of this century. The cast of characters in this trial is as dramatic as the crime itself. The defendant is the handsome, debonair man about town, Rodney Harrison. Mr. Harrison's defense attorney is the well-known successful criminal lawyer, the eminent trial practitioner, Clarence Sparrow. And the prosecutor is the brilliant female assistant district attorney for New York County, Harriet Hangam. Oh, I believe, yes, we are about to start. Down to the courthouse floor.
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. This court is now in session. The Honorable Tondaleo Millman presiding. All please rise.
All please sit. You forget one more time and you are fired, nephew or no nephew. This court is now in session.
Your Honor, the people of the state of New York versus Rodney Harrison.
Pretty rotten odds.
Yes. The state will prove that on the night of July 10th, the defendant did indeed and in fact intentionally and with malice of forethought
Talk plain.
brutally strangle
That's pretty plain.
his wife, his mother-in-law, and an Avon lady who barged in without so much as a ding-dong.
Is the prosecutor ready with her opening remarks?
I am, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the state will prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt that Rodney Harrison is guilty of this terrible crime. And when I am finished with this case, I am certain that the members of the jury will not only find you guilty, but will send you to the electric chair. And if not you, the defendant.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Now for the defense. Are you ready, Mr. Sparrow? Mr. Sparrow. Clarence Sparrow!
What?
Your opening remarks.
My what?
The court would like to hear your opening statement.
Your Honor! Your Honor!
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, distinguished counsel, I have no opening statement.
I've heard of the defense resting, but this is ridiculous. Prosecutor, call your first witness.
Your Honor!
Proceed.
Get out of here, you old fool!
Hey, sonny boy, would you want to set me back to my chair?
Your Honor, as my first witness and with the agreement of the defense counsel, that old fool rolling around over there, I call to the stand the defendant himself, Rodney Harrison.
Rodney Harrison to the stand!
Will you please shut up? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, more. Ooh.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce us man and wife.
I object!
If he doesn't object, why should you?
Mr. Harrison.
Yes?
Oh, my gracious! Oh, it's exciting.
Mr. Harrison. Did you murder your wife?
No.
Would you like a recess? We could play in the yard.
I object.
You play in the yard.
Your Honor, I object.
To what?
The defendant wants to teach that man was descended from the monkeys. He has every right.
Oh, hush up, you fool!
Sustained. Go on, prosecutor.
Mr. Harrison, where were you on the night of July 10th?
Never mind that. Where are you going to be on the night of October 23rd?
Oh.
I'll be there. And it is my duty to warn you that no matter what you say, I may be held against you.
I object!
Oh, boy, are you objectionable.
The court obviously favors the defendant.
I plead temporary insanity. I'm crazy about it.
I object, Your Honor!
And stop talking about my honor. You can really louse things up. Now, will you proceed?
Quiet! I can't sleep without all this noise.
Oh, will you hush up, you fool?
Hey!
In the interest of justice, I have decided to handle the defense of this innocent. Decided to handle the defense of this innocent man myself.
He's not innocent.
Neither am I. Rodney, sweetheart, tell the court just exactly what happened on the night that you did not murder your wife.
Well, I was driving home late that night, and as I approached my driveway, I saw a one-armed man run out of my house.
What was he wearing?
A sleeveless sweater.
You are adorable. Oh, you're too much. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, now I ask you, are these the shoulders of a murderer?
I object!
There goes Big Mouth again.
Very well. Then I will take my plea to the jury. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I throw myself on your good side.
And I throw this case out of court because of lack of evidence, and I direct that the defendant be confined to my chambers for 30 days.
And I say he should get the chair.
I'm the judge, and I say he gets the sofa.
It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper got his band to play. They were going in and out of style, but they guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce to you, the acting up all these years, it's Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope you will enjoy the show. We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely.
get up and walk out on me. Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I'll get by with a little help from my friends. I can fly with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love.
Another action off the show. Another one you ought to know. They've been nervous waiting for a chance, but you love them when they sing and dance. So may I introduce to you the act's waiting for a cue from Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a valentine, birthday greetings, bottle of wine? If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still meet me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
You'll be older too.
And if you say the word, I could stay with you. Give me your answer, fill in a form, mine forevermore. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
With Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, we'd like to thank you once again. Sergeant Pepper's one and only Lonely Hearts Club Band is getting very near the end. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
Dr. Jekyll and the Courtroom Bailiff were played by William Shallard. The Swedish Girl was played by Barbro Hedström.